Hey everybody, Sarah Picaro here with Rewrite Your Life Coaching, and today I want to talk to you about 6 things that you can say to disarm a narcissist. So we all know that narcissists are highly toxic people who always have to win. They always have to be right, no matter what, in every situation. And they target people who are empaths, codependents, and we find ourselves in those types of relationships and feel like we're going crazy because of all the gaslighting. So when you find that you are in this type of situation, number 1, get out. But if you feel like you can't get out and you're struggling, you're still in this relationship, there are some things that you can do and ways that you can respond to disarm these types of people. So today we're going to go over 6 tips to disarm the narcissist and quick little phrases that you can say in the midst of this argument that they must win to quickly and easily shut it down. So number 1, in the midst of an argument, you can simply say, "Wow, I'm really sorry you feel that way." That completely shuts the argument down because you're saying this is not open for discussion. So try that as number 1. Another phrase you can try, number 2, is I can accept how you feel, and I also understand that I have no right to control how you feel. So this is not serving that ball back to them. You're not biting that hook that they're trying to get you to, and this will quickly and easily disarm them. Most people are weakened in a fight. We don't like the fight. We want it to be over, but a narcissist is strengthened by this fight. They love fighting. It gives them power and control. And so when you simply say, I accept how you feel, and I also understand that I have no right to control how you see me, that's not biting the hook. And what are they going to do? You can't fight back when somebody says that to you. So the third one that you can say is, because they're going to be screaming, yelling at you, very, very angry. You can respond with, your anger is not my responsibility. Because it's not. So when you respond with that, that will quickly and easily shut them down. They're probably going to come back and say, yes, it is, and I wouldn't be angry if you didn't, da 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 da. And you just say, you know what? Your anger is not my responsibility. And then just leave the room, move on. Get yourself out of this situation if you can. Obviously, make sure that you are safe because they are going to try to poke and prod and try to combat you. But when you simply say your anger is not my responsibility, because it's not, that disarms them. What do you say to someone who says that? So the fourth thing that you can say is, I don't want to argue about this anymore. Because that's what they want to do. They want to argue about it constantly until they win, until they gotten their point across. And you want to avoid this because it can really escalate in some really nasty situations. A lot of women that I work with, they, and myself included, used to be there. We try. Our ego was hurt and we're bruised and we want to retaliate. We want to say something back. We want to argue. And that just escalates things. It can blow it out of proportion and put you in a really unhealthy and damaging situation where things could possibly get physical. So another phrase you can say is, I don't want to argue about this anymore. Of course, inside you want to because you want to be right, but all you're doing is giving them more power and control because you'll never win and they always will. So just saying, I don't want to argue about this anymore. And then just move on. Because you don't. Who wants to continue to argue about it, especially when they're never going to see your point of view, ever. So you're never going to win. So it's the truth. I don't want to argue about this anymore. Number 5 is you can say, I accept how you feel. And this is a great phrase to use to disarm the narcissist. I accept how you feel. It feels good. When someone accepts something, it's oh. And you're acknowledging their feelings and disarming them. So try that phrase on. The last phrase, number 6, that you can try is, your perceptions are your perceptions. Because they're going to come at you at all kinds of angles. Try everything. To win, to maintain power, control. And that's merely what it is, just a perception. So another response that you can give to the narcissist when you're arguing to disarm them is say, your perceptions are your perceptions. What do you say back to that when someone says that to you? So try those on. First, get safe, get out of the relationship. But if you do find yourself in a conversation that's escalating, which is very, very frequent and often, try on one or all of these phrases at different times to completely disarm that narcissist and then get out of the relationship. That's where I come in. I help women who have been in highly unhealthy and toxic relationships learn to love their lives again after, because you deserve this. You get one life, and don't waste it on a narcissist. It's too precious, and you're too important. So please reach out and message me, Sarah with Rewrite Your Life Coaching. We can schedule a quick call and get to know each other, and how I work with my clients to truly get to that place where they love their lives again after having been in toxic and unhealthy relationships. But if this is you, please first try on these key phrases and disarm them. Thank you all for watching.